All right, Gatos. Just when you think our most memorable, expensive cookie mama uh, was done making waves about transitioning and streaming on multiple platforms, I guess I guess there's more to be heard. There's more to be heard and trying to get her voice out there. But I don't know. This could be legit. This could be legit. So I'm not going to judge. But our most favorite expensive cookie mommy
Quick side note.
has been talking about her transition to multi-streaming. Oh my god! Of course she has a Stanley. Of course she has a Stanley in the background. Um, but here we go. Allegedly, Pokimane says she's going to expose a Twitch employee. There was something batshit crazy that happened with a Twitch employee. I wonder if this was. This might be old news, but I remember she had something that happened with a former Twitch employee that ended up trying to like blackmail and extort her and other streamers and a bunch of other streamers by being like, "Hey, I'm Pokemon or Pokebanes." I think he became one of her mods, and so he used like his Twitch influence and his mod influence to try to con other streamers. But I don't know. She is teasing. She's dropping some teasers, so let's watch this teaser together and see what she has to say.
Quick side note. There was something
Hold on, I'm gonna turn it up. But, yep, turn it up. I'm gonna turn off my music real quick so we can hear this uninterrupted. Nope, that's in Mozilla today. Shrink this down. Sorry about that. Alright, let's go watch this together from the beginning. From the top.
Quick side note. There was something absolutely batshit crazy
Okay.
that happened with a Twitch employee that I haven't fully publicized yet.
Huh?
But now that my contract is over, I am considering doing that in another
Oh.
soon podcast episode. But I didn't talk about it at the time,
Oh.
frankly, because I feel like Twitch gets enough negative PR and I didn't want to add to that. And again, I had a close working relationship with them
Mm-hmm.
and it just didn't feel like the right time. But now that it happened a while ago, it's a wild story, but it would make for a good story. I want to end this specific section. Quick side note. There was something
Wow.
absolutely batshit crazy that happened with a
Interesting.
Twitch employee that I haven't fully publicized yet. But now that my contract is over,
Okay.
I am considering doing that
Mm-hmm.
in another soon podcast episode.
In another soon podcast episode. That's interesting. 'Cause that kind of sounds like a hook. Like, but because now she's branching out into podcasting to earn income as opposed to live streaming. But she could 100% be telling the truth since she's already had an instance where she, had an experience with a Twitch employee. So she'll start making podcasts, or maybe she already did before. I don't. I think she's doing her own thing. I know she's been on multiple with collabs with her friends making podcasts. But I'm gonna go. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to this post on my other browser that I'm actually logged into and see if there's any comments. One of the top comments is saying, "Classic, remaining silent on abuse until you no longer stand to benefit from it." Interesting. Uh, that's one take. Pokimane making up stories, survive the hype. I ain't falling it for today, fam. I mean, that's potentially a comment. Um, just leave Twitch already. We don't care whatever this employee did. Oh, that's kind of not a nice comment. Um, I don't know. She's got a lot of haters on Twitter. That's for sure. She's got a lot of hate. Um, doesn't she already do a podcast with Miz? I that does sound familiar, Ringo. That does sound familiar. She's definitely doing it for the hype. I mean, it's plausible. It's plausible. It could also be part of the reason that she's not wanting to make Twitch her exclusive home. Like that whole interaction, could have soured her to Twitch in general. I don't know. This just seems weird. This just seems weird. But as always, we always look to see like this does seem oddly timed, especially she plugs her podcast in mid talk of this. You would call a lawyer if it wasn't hype. That is true, Marengo. That is a very good comment. A lawyer would be better suited if it was like enough to potentially warrant, legal action if it truly was batshit crazy. If it truly was batshit crazy. But maybe she's just talking about, how the drama that we already know about a former Twitch employee that was using became left Twitch and then became moderator and used his personal relationship to influence other streamers into doing things. It's very crazy. Mods hold a lot of power, believe it or not, and I find that crazy sometimes. So I feel like we have no power. It is what it is. All right. So thought I'd share that with you, Gatos. It seems like we'll have to stay tuned and see what she has to say about it later. So